Hey, it worked. Oh, I see people. Oh, there we go.
Why is my camera?
Hey,
Stacey, you were on just like a second ago. Now you've muted yourself too. Oh, there we go.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
No.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Josh.
Hello. Merry Christmas,
Hi, Abby.
everyone.
Merry
Abby, I feel like I've
Christmas.
seen him forever.
I know, it's been
Happy
like, what,
Boxing Day.
20 hours?
Well, 24 hours since Survivor ended. How's everybody feeling?
Betrayed.
Josh, you know how hard it was to like not laugh at Stacy? I'm sorry Josh hurt you. Are you going to be okay?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I went over there. They're like, we feel betrayed.
Oh
Josh
my
betrayed
gosh.
us.
Whatever.
You actually said, Josh, you're the reason why our 2016 sucked.
They watched the video too. We all watched it, and
Oh,
then they're
that's
like,
cool.
yeah, that's the reason.
I relate to him getting punched in the face.
Survivor. Yeah. It actually like legitimately consumed so much of my life. Like my boss was like, "Are you actually gonna work today?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to form this alliance to vote this guy out," and he's like, "I'm leaving." Like, bye.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a lot of, this is so intense texts from you.
I just want to give you credit, Abby. Like, I wouldn't be able to keep up with everything.
It was kind of hard at the beginning. I felt like I had like a bunch of little things. I was like, oh no, I didn't think of that. And then it worked out. So that's good.
Do we have any sort of record anywhere of like all the different seasons we've done and who hosted which and who won each one?
I think
wait,
I
hold
remember
on.
them all.
I'm gonna write it down right
There's
now.
the first one you hosted, Abby won. Then Abby hosted.
Yeah,
Who did I lose to? Zach won.
Zach, I think. Yeah.
Abby
Lily
hosted-
and I hosted, and then was it you that won again?
Abby won the third one.
And then Josh hosted the weird one, and then what's her name won that, and then this one, which was
I
the
never
best
played
one.
that weird one, but it sounded cool.
All right, Ashton won the fourth one.
Yeah, Ashton. I know her name. I'm friends with her, but
That was so. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but that was so funny that because I don't really like see her very much, but like we were friends kind of growing up. We went to college together, so it was just really funny that you guys were all like hanging out with her and stuff. You were talking to her more than I have talked to her in years.
Who was that?
It was this season 4. They did.
This is the girl who won last season.
Yeah, I got talked about without knowing in that season.
Yeah.
yes,
You were
whenever
like
something
the
would go
shadow
wrong,
cast,
it was
yeah.
just like, yeah, it's Abby's fault. Abby's gonna win.
Well, Michael tweets me like halfway through the week, and he's like, Abby, I know you did this. I was like, what are you talking about? Survivor, it's your fault. I'm like, no, I'm not even playing.
That's funny.
I feel like I couldn't host Survivor because I would give something away. Like I would know an alliance or something, and then I would give it away.
Yeah,
It's hard not to like root for people sometimes. You're kind of like, oh man.
That's the hardest part is like once you figure out who the underdogs are, you got to like stay unbiased in like what you're doing.
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
I was
the
rooting
win-
for
the
victory
winner.
the whole time I was.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Congrats, Landon.
The big winner. What are you gonna do with the money?
I'm gonna go to Disney World.
Yeah. Well, I'd be happy to plan it for you, man.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'll take a small commission on your $1 million.
You know what? That's okay. I'll take that deal. So we'll start talking as soon as the live stream's over.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine planning a $1 million Disney World trip?
I bet that would be so much fun for you.
You could do it too. I'm actually pretty interested in this right now.
Your like goal is.
I wonder. I wonder if you could like plan a trip that was $1 million.
I
So
think
easy.
you could. You have to like stay in Cinderella's castle a couple nights and then.
Alright. 9 kids, 6.
I mean,
9.
Disney World's expensive, but actually spending $1 million, you would have to blow just a lot of money on
That's
stuff.
true.
Well, let me.
That's what I was.
Go to all the
I'm gonna
gift
do it.
shops, visit like every restaurant,
Buy
Buy something from every shop.
visit every single park. Oh, what? How many parks are there? Counting water parks, like 7.
6.
Oh,
Of course,
sick.
Josh knows.
There's 6.
I'm currly an hour and a half away, but Josh knows.
Oh!
You live so close.
You even on this live stream.
What are y'all doing?
We're going to Disney World.
All right, let's see. Let's find.
Are we really going to Disney World though? Okay, that was
Not at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to Disney World. Okay, let's see. The Kidani Village looks like it's pretty expensive per night. Let's book that one for 12 people for 2 weeks. Select your tickets.
12 people.
Let's see how much this would be.
Wait, are you looking up like how much exactly $1 million will get you at Disney World?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
afraid so.
He's trying to waste as much money as possible.
I just
at
want to
Disney.
know.
He just wants to know.
No.
I'm just curious.
Okay, guys, can you hear me?
You know,
Yeah.
Kind of have a little.
Somebody has a cute puppy.
That's right.
It's very irritating.
The what?
It might be someone else, actually. I don't know.
Montreal goal.
Keeping up with hockey
Frick, what have
sticks.
I done?
Notification on my watch.
I need to start watching. I feel like I know nothing.
Is it someone?
Ads we can use all the fans.
Care about hockey.
Tom, do you watch hockey?
Exactly.
Have like
The
amazing.
Canadians are talking about hockey.
Bleh.
I stopped paying attention to the conversation for 5 seconds, and this is what happened.
There we go.
Canadians aren't the only ones watching hockey, though.
No. But stereotypes, man.
That's the reason why we lost, because we're too nice.
That is all.
Okay. So here's what you would have to do
You've already got $1 million?
if you want to spend. If you want to spend $1 million. Oh well. I mean, you would have to bring a lot of people. That's the main thing. Lots
Yeah.
and lots of
I'll
people.
go to Disney.
Yeah,
But-
then you're bringing everybody on Survivor
You
to
could,
Disney.
you could take 6 people and do all the parks for 2 weeks with park hopper and water parks and everything for 10-day tickets for 14 nights for $25,000. But this is at one of the nice 2-bedroom villas, which is basically like a large apartment.
That's crazy. There we go. Now we
Okay,
know.
let's go. I have $1
I'm
million
going to
now,
Disney.
so I can take everyone to Disney.
Yeah, that's like chunk change to land in our big winner.
Take the final 5. Leave Tom at home.
Bro, how about
My family.
2 days?
Hi.
Mi hermana.
Who all is here?
Neither.
Stacy and
Hey.
Tom.
And over here we
David
have-
is here.
Cousin Zachary.
Hello, Landon's family.
Can't hear nothing.
They're pretty cool.
What's up?
I think other people are. Oh, Sam said he would be late, and then
We have to be leaving soon, though. We have to go to basketball. Well, I do.
Somebody's committed to their sport.
Last one.
Tom, you play basketball?
After.
You didn't know?
I can't stay for too long. I have family over, so I just wanted to come on and say hi. And say
And-
thank you
And brag about it.
for voting for me because I really wanted to win.
I know. I put the votes in and Landon's like,
you
"What
can put
are they?"
It's like I didn't actually expect to make it this far.
That's a resume update.
Yep. winner of Facebook Survivor Season 5.
Hey, Josh, how's your conscience?
I can put that on a resume.
Great. I sleep so well.
Actually, every person I talked to about Facebook Survivor, they were like, "What? What is this craziness? Like, what are you doing?"
Then we put on like the big screen when we had all the people over. Like, that's who we were playing against. That is the traitor.
What in the
He's the one
world?
who gets punched in the face.
Yeah, I know. I told him at the end, I'm like, now you know Josh is the guy that does Buy Me Cow and the guy who betrayed you.
Oh my gosh! It was barely even a betrayal.
I call you forever.
Yeah, it wasn't really a big betrayal, but in
No.
my mind, that's kind of made it worse. That you didn't want to betray either group, so you just kind of like, I don't care.
Before this hangout is over, I'm gonna be compelled to launch into the rant of all rants about this.
I'm glad I'm leaving
'Cause
soon.
I've got a little righteous anger over
Righteous
this,
spirit.
and I thought it would go away after a day, but it's still festering.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
Oh, it's flowing. It's flowing. Don't you
Gabe,
worry.
the hate was flowing through you like halfway through the game.
I'm glad that you voted for me, Gabe. I kind of thought I was gonna get your vote, so I'm glad that you voted for me.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Welcome.
I didn't honestly because like I asked like 4 people and they're all like, "Yeah, we're voting Landon." I'm like, "Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter who I vote for." So I could just
I'll throw a pity vote at Josh then. You might kill
I
him.
felt
no, because I was like, "Oh, so I could just I don't have to talk to anybody. I could just vote my conscience." So who
There
cares?
you go. Vote your conscience.
Wait,
I
vote
just
me.
felt bad for Jerry.
Vote your conscience. Vote for candidates you trust up and down the ballot.
When when do
Wasn't
the
good enough.
electors vote? Is Lyndon's win official? Like when do the electors vote?
The electors vote in February.
Oh, okay, so I've got time.
Yeah, yeah. The people with the real power haven't voted yet.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Wait, are we still talking about Survivor? I'm just kidding.
Yes,
no,
we're
like
just
you're voting
being
for that.
goofy.
By way of the fact that it's a metaphor for all of life, then yes, we are talking about. Stuff.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
All right, guys, we gotta head out. Unfortunately,
Bye. Thanks
Okay,
was
bye.
You
It
know.
was so fun meeting you guys.
Okay,
That
bye.
was fun.
Have
It
fun
was
with
so
your
fun.
sports ball.
Yeah, you gotta tell us who else wants to play afterwards.
Wait,
Yeah.
sports
My mom
ball?
wants to play.
Like that PlayStation game?
What?
There is actually a
I don't know,
PlayStation
everybody-
game called Sports Ball.
Yeah, there's a PlayStation game called Sports Ball.
dogs too.
Everybody says that when they're like pretending not to know anything about sports. So
Okay, we're actually going now once I can figure
See
out
you
how to
guys.
leave.
Okay, peace out. Bye.
Bye. Just press the X.
Just
There you go.
there you go.
I'm like their tech support.
Where's the X? Oh my gosh.
Have you tried turning it on and back off?
Yeah. My Mac's not working, Abby. Can you fix it?
oh my gosh. Can somebody tell me about the idols because I suck at doing those and I barely even tried because I suck at
Yeah,
it.
where were the 2 that I didn't find? Because I
Well,
didn't bother looking.
both of
after.
them. There were 2 of them that were in the same spot, but because they were different tribes, I just used the same spot. And then
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
the one that you found, Joe, is the one that I found.
Yeah.
And the other one was on Abby's website on a password protected
Yeah, that's the one that I
page.
found.
That's
on a
when.
Google community thing.
How much sooner did Landon find that idol than I did?
Probably like half an hour.
Oh,
before.
okay. That's why I wasn't close.
Yeah. No, there was one in season 2 where
Yeah.
like you and
I
Zach were
realized-
right on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
literally the same
realized where
thing.
it was like while I was at work, and so like I went and hid in the bathroom for like 20 minutes.
I did that. I forget which round it was or which game it was, but in an earlier game I did that. I went in the bathroom to find an idol at work.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I think it was the first game. I don't remember.
Like, boy, Joe must not feel good.
He looked okay.
And then he randomly.
Oh, No, it was the second one because I was messaging Abby about it. Like, Abby, please tell me that I found it. Do you remember that? That was the second game, I think.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm about to
I
get
don't
fired. Please tell me I found this idol.
know. My idols in the second game were not nearly as good.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you were like, they're
that's-
so easy. I'm like, this time they're gonna be so hard.
Yeah, it was good. Like, I was honestly shocked that no one had found it yet because it had been like over a day since you had updated the group descriptions and stuff, and I was like,
Yeah. And I was
someone had
planning
to have found it.
That's amazing.
I was planning to
I
swap.
gave
I'm
up.
like, I have to give them another clue, or else someone on the swap's gonna find it, and then that's not gonna be good. 'Cause I didn't
Yeah,
know.
I
like-
gave up. Then you gave us another clue. Then I kept looking and gave up again. Then Chris messaged me and something clicked, and I was like, "Oh, I'm an idiot." And then
Chris
I
is
found
actually
it.
pretty good at finding them. Because I know in season 3, he found like the hardest one when you guys had like that coordinates one where you had to like go on the map and find immunity or whatever.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
remember.
he found that one. That was a hard one.
Yeah, that was the one that Lily did most of the work for. The one that was like on her Pinterest, I just said like put it on your Pinterest, and then I think I might be taking credit for something that was hers. Then the other one was all me.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So Josh, what's this rant?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's actually all of Jonas' fault.
in my head. No.
I mean, a lot of it is my fault. Like, because I found out kind of after the fact that the reason we all went for Gabe was because somehow, after the entire game of Landon being against me, I finally got him to actually work with me that round. And that's why they all went for Gabe.
Oh, is that so? That's why I decided to change it up.
Yeah. I didn't
Gotcha.
realize he was, because we'd been messaging each other the entire game, but then no matter what we said to each other, we'd just go against each other because that's what we'd
Gotcha.
been doing the whole game.
Gotcha.
And then that round, for whatever reason, he actually did what he said he was going to do and went for Gabe.
I guess like
Sorry, Gabe.
I guess I felt
That's
like
probably why I didn't vote for him as well.
That's fair.
I guess I felt like I was like to one degree or another kind of in a good position, or at least kind of somewhat like controlling what was happening, even if I wasn't like saying, hey, we're voting for this person. Like I was never like on the wrong side. Like I always knew what was happening. And the one vote that I wasn't 100% sure who was going home, that's why I voted for Lily, because I was like,
Okay.
he's
I'm
back.
My phone died. I'm sorry.
Do we forget?
Oh,
But
yeah.
I do actually have to go. I just wanted to come on and say bye. Me and my kids are eating like a feast of burgers.
Wow.
Oh, no.
They threw him a party because he won.
Yeah.
I think.
What?
It's not because it's Christmas time or anything. It's
It's not Christmas. Yet.
obviously.
It's not Christmas. Yet.
Obviously, it's a celebration because he won.
I'm not selfish. I just really like burgers.
You're not going to share any of your
Okay.
burgers with us.
Look, if y'all want to come here and get burgers, there's plenty of burgers. Just come to Texas.
All right.
There's
Bye, guys.
Be
I'm
there
going to
soon.
Texas.
I'll see you later. I'll see you on Texas. Yes. Bye.
Okay, we'll be there tonight. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit to get there. It's gonna take a minute.
Gonna take a minute. Closer to you than I am to Texas. Not
I just-
closer to Abby, but
I
Where
felt
are
like
you? Like what state? Sorry.
I'm Florida.
he's in Florida. He's an hour and a half from Disney World, yet inexplicably is on this live stream.
Can't spend all my time at Disney World, Josh. I'm unemployed.
Could. Yeah, exactly. You have a job. You can.
No, I don't. I lost it. I don't have a job.
You don't have a job anymore?
Yeah. Actually,
Oh no.
I haven't posted that anywhere, so I shouldn't be surprised that you don't know.
Well, I just saw on your thing yesterday that said you were working at Domino's still, and I was like, oh right.
Yeah, it's because I
Well,
haven't
that's cool.
updated that.
I thought a few minutes seconds ago that you said you did have a job. I didn't hear you say you don't have a job. Sorry.
You misheard me. That's okay.
Is it a touchy subject?
A little bit.
Okay. I'll DM you later, bro.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, look. This is what all I had to say. I feel like this is how I feel, and I know I told this to Abby yesterday, and I'll just go ahead and say it since there's hardly anybody here, and the people that are here can take it.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know.
I don't think I can.
Well, thank you.
I don't
Thank
think
you.
I can ever win this game, because the people that play our Facebook Survivor games don't value the same things that I do in terms of like how games are played. Like when I play Survivor, and I probably shouldn't say this or whatever, but if somebody betrays me and gets me kicked out of the game, if that person makes it to the end, I will vote for them because I was like, hey, you're the one, you clearly respected me enough to think I was going to beat you, so you were able to get people on board to beat me. So it's like when you watch football and you root for whatever team beat you to win the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, well, yeah,
that makes sense.
we lost to the team that won the Super Bowl, so who knows? We could be the second best team in the league. You know what I mean?
But see, that's why I think you would have been better off actually voting for either Stacey or Lily rather than voting for yourself and making them tiebreaker.
I know that you might be right, but here's what happened. This is what happened. It was I kind of screwed up that whole day.
I can
Yes, you
vouch
did.
for the amount of changes Josh made on his vote.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. No, this is what happened. It was coming down to what happened. I'm trying to remember exactly like the sequence of events.
We were originally going for Landon, but then we got concerned because of the game score. You may have gone through more changes.
But this is like before that. This is like the lead up to that. The vote before. I think that
the vote before.
The vote before was the one that tied, and you had to do a runoff with somebody, right?
No, that was 2 or 3 votes before that. Right?
Okay, so whenever that vote was, that's when I started screwing up, because I thought you were gonna lose that game, and so I made a bad decision and went to Lily and Landon, because right at that time Landon was like, dude, I hope neither of you guys betray me at Final Four and don't take me to the end. And I was just and so I was like, I think I'm going to stick with these 3 because I think Joe's probably going to lose this game. I don't know why I thought that. I just assumed he was going to lose. And I was just like,
I got lucky. I got really lucky.
Well, there you go.
Like she happened to pick that was the same game that was the only time I won immunity too.
Oh, okay. Well,
like I just happened to be really good at that game.
Yeah.
That really pissed me off.
But so I thought so Landon said that, and I was like, okay, well, if Landon's worried about this, then he must be good. So I know what I'll do. So we basically made a pact that night and said, hey, if any of us betrays the other, then we won't vote for the person that betrayed them in the end. So it was because I knew that if any of those people like Landon, Lily, and I, because I just know Lily to be really sneaky in this game, and she was playing so quiet. I still didn't 100% trust her, even though I was going to stick with her. And then Landon, I had never played with before, so I didn't know how he played, but I could tell he was talking to more people. So I was thinking, if any of the 3 of us was going to decide at the end, maybe we shouldn't take one of these people. It was going to be them deciding not to take me. So I said, let's all just decide we're not going to do that, or else we will get fewer jury votes or whatever. We were all like, okay, great, on board. Well, then Joe wins the challenge, and then I was like, oh crap, because I have promised Joe that I was going to go to the end. So the people that I was actually promising things to, I was trying to stick to them as best as I could. So that's why when it came down to it, I had promised you that I wasn't going to betray you, and I had promised Lily and Landon that I wasn't going to betray them, and kind of by proxy, I had promised Stacey the same thing, even though it wasn't like to that same level. So I was just like, either way I go, I'm losing 2 votes. So what I could do is just vote for myself, and then maybe I'll end up in a situation where it'll be 1-1 from both sides that I end up with at the end, and maybe I'll have better luck. That was kind of my thinking. Whether I was right or not, who knows? Probably not. But that was kind of where my brain was at.
Yeah, and I think
did you vote for yourself?
if it was me and Lily that you had been with, you would have looked a little better, I think. And that's part of why I was like, I'm just going to suicide, make it look even worse for him.
Yeah. Man, I was that was so dumb. Oh.
As soon as you put Stacy and I together, you almost immediately started saying you were really worried about, what was going to happen, even though we should have been safe, at least at that point.
Yeah.
And so Stacy and I started messaging each other, and we were like, if Josh goes against us, we can't let him win the jury.
Right. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair. So okay. So this was the other thing. So this was that was the first mistake I made.
Yeah.
And then the second mistake I made was trying to. So I didn't want to go to the end with Lily because I thought she would win. And so, but I couldn't betray her because we had made that promise. So I kind of like concocted this whole plan where basically Lily would get idled out of the game.
Yeah.
But the problem was that they swapped the vote to Gabe at the last second. And it ruined everything. So what I had done was I had that hidden media and I told Stacy. I didn't tell you this whole story, Joe, but
yeah,
I told Stacy that night. I was like, "Hey, are you ready to make a move?" And she was like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "Well, let's vote out Lily." And she was like, "We need the votes for that." And I was like, "Well, here's the thing. I found this advantage in the game, this idol that I can't play for myself. I have to give it to somebody, and then that person has to play the idol for someone else too." So I just made this like really ridiculous story up or whatever, and Stacy believed it. And I was like, "So here's what: if I give you this idol, you have to play it on Joe." So in that way, it was gonna look really bad for Stacy because it was gonna look like she had been working with you this whole time, who everybody didn't trust. So
I figured you'd done something like that as soon as I read the journals and figured out. Wait, Josh had the idol. How does that?
Yeah. But it ended up getting screwed up but anyways, I was still, if it worked out, I was still gonna get to vote with Lily. And then she was still going to get kicked out of the game, and then I didn't have to go to the end with her, and I could still say Lily. But then the problem was going to be that somebody would have said, "No, Josh, you were on board with this plan to get out Lily. Like you gave me that." So that was the thing. Like at that point, I got too screwed up. The problem was, this is really what happened.
You were screwed up kind of either way.
The problem is I probably should have stayed with Landon and Lily and just betrayed you, Joe. That's probably what I should have done.
You really should have betrayed me.
I just always wanted to play one game with you and actually stay with you to the end as best I could without completely screwing up my game. So that's
the thing is that ever since I lost at season 2, I kind of decided that I'm just not gonna play to win.
Yeah.
And so
I figured that when you voted yourself, I was like, he just doesn't care if he wins.
Well, that was the thing. Whenever it got down to final whatever it was, whenever I realized that I had Joe on my side and I also had Lily and Landon, I was like, okay, so I am gonna make it to final 3 here, one way or the other, unless I'm really misreading something. But no vote the entire game had ever not gone my way. So
I kind of figured you'd make final 3 too, because like even when you were like randomly voting Lily, like no one figured out it was you.
Right? Yeah, I'm really surprised nobody figured that out.
I was kind of like, come on, like who else is it?
But the problem was it kind of got boring or whatever, just continually voting with the same people every time, and I wanted to do something fun with Joe, and so that's why I concocted that plan. And in doing that, I kind of ended up aligning with Joe and Stacy more than I meant to. Because then everything got screwed up when they switched it to Gabe, and then I was really in 2 sides. So I was like, okay, well now I for sure am going to the finals, but I'm not going to win once I get there. Because if I don't go with Joe, he's going to poison the jury against me, and if I don't go with Lily and Landon, then they're going to be like, Josh, we actually had like a pact that we weren't gonna vote for each other, and then everybody was going to go, oh geez. Because everybody values loyalty so much in this freaking game for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like admitted that I probably would have at least seriously considered voting for you, because I was kind of like, you outplayed everybody. Like, nobody figured out that vote was you. And I was like,
that's true.
Like, Josh still had both sides pretty trusting to him the whole game, even though he didn't vote with either of them, technically.
I just felt like I had a good handle on every thing that happened. I was talking to everybody, so I just kept
If-
thinking I was going to get caught, and I never did. And the only people that started to catch me, I made sure they got voted out. Specifically, Caleb.
If you had betrayed me sooner in the game, there's a very good chance I would have gone for you.
Yeah,
Um,
I just didn't know how
I
vindictive
might
you
have
would
gone
be.
for Lily because I mean I like Lily, but I just regardless, if I had been eliminated 2 or 3 days before I was,
Yeah.
then I definitely wouldn't have gone Landon because my
Yeah.
decision to go Landon was based on the fact that he did finally start trusting me and we
Yeah,
became friends by the end.
that makes sense.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
he would have been like, because he
the
actually
fact
like
that-
played pretty strategy. Like he switched because from his journals and stuff, he was saying that he didn't really have an alliance at first, and he was kind of like, I don't know what he was saying.
Well,
something about, like,
nobody on that track could have had an alliance. At least not a tested one.
well, you were still like forming stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or something. I don't know.
I
Other
mean,
than saying, he's like, if we
I'm
get out,
I'm
I'm
talking
out.
about on Takali. They couldn't because there were no tribals really, so they couldn't like
Yeah.
test their alliances.
Yeah,
And-
it wouldn't have been tested. They were still forming them though, by the sounds of things.
Yeah, we were. And because we kept not going to tribal and no one was getting out. And then once we did go to tribal, our one inactive guy got swapped to the other side.
Oh, that was
That
bad.
was-
Yeah, that was
That was so random.
that was such a lucky break for me and Lily, like straight up because it was 3 on 2, but one of them was inactive.
Yeah.
Or was it 3 on 2? No, sorry, because Stacy moved over too. No, was Stacy on our tribe originally?
Stacy was on Takali after the swap.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
After
she
the
moved
swap.
with
Okay,
Caleb.
yeah.
Because I had a sort of alliance with her earlier in the game, but she never would give me any information.
Mm.
And I knew she wasn't voting with me. I didn't know who she was voting with. I thought she was the Lily vote at first.
Yeah, that was part of it, was voting for Lily because I thought maybe Stacy would get the heat for that, and that's how it turned out. So I kept like kind of feeding that, like, yeah, I don't know, maybe it is Stacy. That way, there was always like one degree of separation between people like worried about voting me out.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as I had you in the game and Stacy in the game, it seemed like nobody was going for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't get any other votes except for yourself, right? When you
I know.
Yeah.
People voted Landon. I played such a good game. But you know what? It wasn't so good if I didn't get votes, and that's the bottom line.
I mean, at
You
least
gotta-
nobody.
it
this
was a
time was, like,
pretty good
automatically
game.
going for you.
I thought Lily played a really good game too, but it wasn't a great game.
It wasn't as good as her other games.
Yeah.
Like he's played a lot harder before.
And
I think if
and
Lily
I
had
didn't see.
Gabe?
if Lily had tried harder to kind of play with the other side, I think we would have figured out kind of that Josh was playing everybody. I don't know.
If I had been on the other tribe,
didn't see Lily
what I
play
did
at
would
all.
not have happened.
You didn't, Gabe?
No, like I didn't hear anything from her. I didn't hear anybody talk about her. Nothing. And so all I had was her argument, and her argument just wasn't very good. She like the
Yeah,
first
no,
thing she
her
said
argument
was like, "Oh yeah," and besides basically being carried by Josh, like that's what it sounded like.
I always kind of envisioned her as, I don't know, the core member of their alliance, because I was always messaging both Landon and Josh, and so there was always a chance that they would go with me if I needed them to. Lily, I always saw as the real enemy of those three. Once Caleb was out, obviously.
Wait, who to what?
Yeah,
Who was the enemy of those three?
the original alliance was me, Lily, and Caleb. Then Caleb got idled out, and Lily trusted Landon. Mia,
Yeah. Doggo.
stop! You're getting.
Oh man, did you read? I don't know if anyone saw this, but on Caleb's journal post, he got
Caleb's
3
journal
hours
posts are amazing.
he got 3 hours of sleep, and I was like, "Is that because of Survivor?" And he's like, "Yeah, mostly."
What in
like,
the world?
Oh my
Why?
gosh.
What? Why? There's like he had like flow charts and circles tables and graphs and like this math equation that he was like
Honestly,
swore
in my
Brian was gonna
opinion-
win, and then he got voted out like the next day after he posted that graph. I was like, oh my, I feel so bad.
According to him, he kind of
Yeah.
wanted me to go for him with his idol play.
Is that what he wanted to do?
Yes, it is. He doesn't talk about it much in the journals, but he did. All of you guys have gone dark.
What?
Are you
Oh.
there?
Hello.
We're here.
Can you see us, Joe?
And you're back. I don't know
Josiah.
what happened.
Josiah.
What was I talking about?
Something about
You were talking
Caleb.
about Caleb's.
Oh, yeah.
journal entries.
Caleb wanted me to go for him, and somehow I fell for it. That was great.
So he sacrificed himself, but that was like the win.
Yeah, he was.
Uh-huh.
'Cause the whole time we were in the merge, he was trying to bait my idol out.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
true.
the
I can,
time
I
he
can,
actually
I
got
can attest
everyone-
to that. Yes,
Interesting.
he was pretty
Um,
sure you had an idol.
And
I
he
never,
made
I
sure
never
that-
told anybody that you had the idol, Joe, but they had figured it out.
Yeah,
I didn't
Chris
confirm
told Tim, and Tim supposedly didn't tell anyone, but everyone was kind
I
of
don't
aware
know.
that I probably had one.
Everybody I talked to thought you had the idol.
I almost always find an idol.
Yeah.
That's typically what I'm good at, is finding the idols.
Yeah.
So it's a fair assumption.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Gabe's gone too. Now there's
man,
just
I thought there was like
And then there were 3.
the only 3 that really love this game.
I was like way too into this. I was like trying to figure out who was going with which, and then I like even the final 3. I was like, this is a weird final 3. Like this is like they're all like good. Like why is this the final 3? And then yeah, I was just really into it. It was fun though. It was fun to host.
I
It was
think
good-
this was
good
my
season.
favorite season.
What?
I think this is my favorite season. Hold on.
Oh, that's good. I'm
My
glad.
dog needs to be let out of the room.
Then let him out.
So Josh, what was the season you played last time? So it was more like Big Brother, you said?
Yeah.
But I know.
Yes. So there were no. You didn't play last season, I guess, huh?
Nope, I didn't know.
Okay,
I
so
know, like,
Joe didn't super like it.
I liked a lot of it in theory. It's just in practice, I think a lot of the weird rules could have been better than they were. I
Yeah.
don't remember the specifics because
It was a fun experiment.
Yeah.
If I do a season again, which I probably will, maybe early in the new year, I'll probably tweak it. I'll probably find a way to make it more like normal Survivor, but also kind of do some things because there were parts of it that I liked.
Yeah.
The main thing, it was like Big Brother where everybody is on the same tribe and you win a challenge. And then you get to be the person that nominates 2 people to be eliminated, and then everybody has to vote between those 2 people.
Oh, okay.
And there's also a challenge where you can win the right. You can win the right to veto one of the nominations,
Oh, okay.
and then the whoever is the leader, the nominator, they put up a replacement nomination, but they can't put up the person that won the veto challenge.
Oh,
So there was a lot. It was like I think each day was like a full 24 hours. I think that was part of why Joe said he didn't like it because it moved a little bit slower, even though more things were happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it
that.
moved slower, but I felt like you had to be on more.
Right,
Plus
right,
there were
right.
Multiple things happening throughout the day.
Yeah.
So it was slower paced, but it consumed more of my life.
Were there a lot of twists and turns in that one in terms of like people that were who people were allied with? Because the kind of the advantage of doing a season like that is that you kind of end up having to work with people that you're not working with. Because if somebody that you're not with becomes the nominator, then you gotta make peace with them before they throw you up there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. There were things evolved, but there weren't major twists because like we knew who everyone was from the top.
I see.
Like there
That makes
wasn't like that feeling of uncertainty. Like who is on the other tribe? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to message them to ask. We didn't have
Yeah.
that. I'm trying to remember.
Weren't you allied with Victory? Because Victory kept saying she
Yes.
allied with you.
I was allied with Victory the whole time, and I was never allied with Ashton, who won. And that time I did vote for the person who got me out because Ashton won, and
Yeah.
Ashton.
I mean, it was.
Me.
She had a good handle on the game. I could tell for most of it.
Yeah.
But it seemed like she had a couple of people that were just willing to do her bidding. And
yeah, she did. I don't know how she got herself to that position, but
yeah,
pretty much the whole game, it was like, how do we get Ashton out? Everyone likes her for some reason.
right. Who was allied with her? I don't even remember who played that season.
There was Chandler and
Yeah, I remember that Chandler.
yeah,
Michael played because he tweeted me about it.
yeah. Chandler was the only twist that I remember because Chandler was with me in Victory at first, and then as we went through, we started to realize, oh wait, he's with Ashton.
Mm.
And so then we stopped using the group chat with him, but he's with allies. So like we didn't want to betray him because by that we'd gotten to the jury part by the time we figured out.
Oh, Ashton, Justin, and Chandler. It was my buddy Justin. So that was fun.
Justin.
That was
he
fun
played the
because the final three was two people I knew outside of Blimey Cow, like just like people I've known for years, and then like the two people I know outside of Blimey Cow ended up getting to the end.
Yeah.
I was pretty surprised Stacy made it as far as she did because she's someone I've known for like a couple of years outside of Blind Cow and stuff, and she didn't know anything about Survivor, so I was like, "That it's pretty good."
I'm realizing now this was a really fun season because there were I got more people on board to play that weren't Blimey Cow people and that also didn't really know each other. So there were more people having to actually get to know people rather than like a season like this where most everybody knew everybody going into the season for the most part.
At least new personalities, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Even like the Blimey Cow, like Tim is a Blimey Cow patron, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. I've never really talked to him though. So like there were people even within like the Blimey Cow people, I didn't really know them and they were new to Survivor. So
Yeah. They were
a mix, I think, of new people and old people.
I liked that one, yeah, because I ran second season and like everybody in that season had played the season before, or like probably 90% of them. So it was already like I remember Josh, you were like immediately, or somebody was maybe you didn't play that season. I don't know.
Josh was in that season. Yeah, because Josh was who I got out with my Epic Idol play that season.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I remember that. So I was so like, oh, how do you even think of that?
I wanted to keep Lillian. That's all I was thinking
Yeah,
about.
and then you
Man,
voted
what a
for Lily.
bummer.
I was like, why the heck are you doing that? And I'm like, oh, that's why. That was good though.
I just thought it was amazing that I got to the end of the game and nobody had voted for me the entire game.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Zach was against you the other time you played. Me and you, the only season me and you have both played on the same.
Yeah.
Because Zach was like, Zach, Josh is a traitor. Get him out.
Unbelievable. These people.
I didn't
I
actually
appreciate the
you were a
game.
traitor, but you were gunning
Yeah.
for me that one day.
That's why I don't like playing with Zach, because he always makes it really far and he's always weirdly sticklerish for honesty in Survivor.
Yeah, he actually wanted, or he didn't play specifically. He messaged me and he said, "I don't think it would be fair, and do you need help running it?" And I was like, "No, it's gonna be short, so I'll just do it. I don't want to like complicate things or whatever." But yeah, he specifically said, "No, I'm not gonna play."
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't be fair.
It wouldn't be fair, apparently.
He wants to give everyone else a chance to play and win, maybe.
Look.
Josh should have just gunned for him like he did for you.
I'm gonna remember that next time.
I want to
Honestly,
play
if I'm
again, but I'm
ever-
like terrified to play again.
If I ever start out in a tribe with Zach, my usual we need to play practically thing is going out the window. I'm gonna be like, we need to get Zach out. I don't
It's personal.
it's but that
It
hasn't
kind of
happened
is
yet.
though, because I seriously gunned for him the entire time last time I was on. I don't remember when it was, and he won. Like I don't understand.
Yeah. He was in final 2 against me, and I think I picked him partly because I wanted to play your thing. I wanted to see
Yeah,
who would
that
win.
makes sense. Yeah, all the good players like aligned together. Like, it's like freaking what do they call it? The careers in
The
Hunger
careers.
Games.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have. Like when looking back, it would have been cool to do it with new people instead. But it was like
Yeah.
day 3, and Zach and Sarah were like, "Do you want to align?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because I knew I could trust them. But like going back, I was like, I could have aligned with somebody else."
Wow.
Fun stuff. Survivor's fun. It's intense though.
Yeah.
Jill was like, "Abby, you
Yeah.
said I didn't need to be on," and I was like, or like something. She was mad. She had to be more on than I had alluded to. But then she said she aligned with everybody, and I'm like, Jill.
It's like you only have to be on twice a day, or a lot more than that. You know,
No,
twice
but
a day,
she,
as long as you're on for 2 hours each time.
I think it was like she said she aligned with everybody and said she was gonna vote for somebody, and then somebody else found out, and then she got out. Is that what it? Because Josh, she was on your tribe,
Yeah.
and you guys just voted. I forget. I don't know. She thought you were voting with her, and then I don't know.
That sounds like
Hey.
me
Yes,
in the
Hello.
very first game.
I don't know. Joe, I think
Okay.
I voted you out like first in the very first game.
You did. Yeah.
Abby, if I put together a Survivor here before too long, are you gonna play?
What do you mean, like Facebook Survivor?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why
You
not?
will?
I'm gonna be like done. I'm gonna be like second out.
Man, it made it a lot easier, I bet, to be able to do Facebook games.
Yes.
Having to like write out score. And I think when I started doing what you did, where you didn't like write out everybody's scores in the post, you just said, "Hey, this person won. Congrats."
Oh yeah, no, I thought that's what you did too. So that's
No,
why
I
did
always
that.
wrote out everybody's freaking scores. It just took forever.
Oh no, I was like, part of me was like, no, this is gonna take too long, and then I
It-
kind of like the ambiguity of it too.
Yeah, exactly. Because then
Yeah.
it makes it so that if people like, I felt more like I would wanted to actually try sometimes because it wouldn't look like I was always kind of like right there in the 2 to 3 rank. Which
Yeah.
is normally somewhere around where I was sometimes.
I know Lily and I always put everyone's scores.
Yeah, I mean, I guess in the real TV show you would kind of know, but I don't know. I just thought it was less work to put everybody's scores on the one thing.
Yeah, I think that benefited me honestly because sometimes I just didn't submit because I knew I wasn't gonna win.
Same.
And yeah, and I'm always on the bottom or second worst or third worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Facebook games were great. They glitched sometimes, which was really annoying. So they wouldn't save the score, but like the whole like play once thing was actually like a real thing because I could see if you had played more than once.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I like
that was kind of cool. And the
Um,
Facebook games are actually fun.
yeah, they are cool.
For the most part. There
Yeah,
were a few that I
there's
didn't
the
really like, but
I hated the jumping one.
And
I didn't like the ones that took like 30 minutes to play if you wanted a high score.
Yeah, that
Oh, yeah,
that
was
last
tough.
one. What was that? The
Oh yeah.
like octagon thing. I didn't even
Yeah,
get through one play of it.
I played it once and I was like, you know what? I don't care about this enough.
See, I was only
yeah,
allowed
that
to
was the
play
one I won immunity.
Wait,
I just stayed
was the
on
hex
for
one.
over an hour.
I got
And
your
then-
message.
And then
No, because I think you could have played
it
twice
lost
afterwards.
my score, didn't it, Abby? That was the
Yeah, I
same
did.
one?
I got a lot of all caps messages from you.
Yeah. It was like 2 in the morning. I
I'm
was
like, it's fine,
Abby.
Joe. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, I realized
It was
after
still
that-
like if you went into the game, it was under my personal best, but in the message thing with you, it didn't update. Oh,
That's weird.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
that
realize
happened with me, but then it like updated later.
mm.
Did
Wonder if
anybody
it's a-
figure out that if you were
Yeah.
playing in one of the Facebook games, even if you were playing with Abby, like just in a private chat, there was a little info button you could press, and it would show you everybody's like all-time high scores, so you could still see like who was in first place.
I had no
can?
idea of that.
I didn't want
I
to tell
never-
anybody that during the game.
I never
Figure
noticed.
that out.
I didn't notice either.
No, I didn't know either.
And
I'm
that's
gonna look at this
it.
now.
It only showed you like their personal highest of all time. But with that said, like most people in the game weren't like, it was like the first time they were playing all the games.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
their life.
That'd be bad for
Ever.
me.
I mean,
I've played
other
it
than
just like before.
Pac-Man, I don't think I'd played any of those. I've played Space Invaders maybe 1 or 2 times.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but you never played Pac-Man on your phone with the little swipey motions.
Oh, you.
I still haven't. I was doing it on the computer.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I think Pac-Man would have been a lot harder on the phone.
You know, I started a.
It is sort of.
I made a. Let me see if it's Survivor registration. I made like a registration thing. Like, I don't remember when I made this, but I got like 26 responses. People said they wanted to play.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Stacy told me she told like 3 of her or however many friends she told, and they all wanted to play. Like based on her description.
Nice. We'll have to
Wow.
start charging people. actually
Make it a
a
business.
prize at the end. That's what we used to do when we did Survivor days. Like actual like people would come over and we play. We had like a $5 or $10 ticket price, and then at the end, whoever won got like $200 or something.
Wow, that would.
But the
man,
problem,
raising the stakes.
but that was always the thing. It was like because it was always like it was like friends that all of us were like friends that were playing. So we were like, what's a way to incentivize people to actually betray each other instead of like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. It's like, well, if I just betray this person I know here, I'm gonna get $200. But the problem was that people always split the money. Like no matter what we tried to do, like they always
Oh.
ended up splitting the money. They were like, hey, they would like agree early on, hey, if you take me to the end, we can just split the money. Stop.
People.
Stop it.
That's awesome though.
Can you believe them sharing like that?
Being decent people.
The decency. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Jordan had said you guys were thinking about doing another real one. I was like, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I think we are in probably early spring. Once it starts warming up a little bit,
Yeah,
we're gonna do one.
that'd be cool.
What, you're not gonna wait for BlimeyCon?
I'm kind of afraid to play that. I feel like people would actually get mad at each other. And that would be the worst thing, like
Yeah.
people to get like hurt feelings like during BlimeyCon.
That would.
Why-
Yeah, that's a
why-
risk.
If we ever, like, if I actually go to BlimeyCon and we did that, you guys would all be shocked at how horrible I am at lying. Like,
Oh, yeah,
because
You know I was like deceiving you like the second I told you something.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad at lying face to face. On sir, if anybody suggests that I'm lying, then I'm like, no, no.
See, my
No.
problem is I get like that whether I'm lying or not. So games like Mafia, I like get voted out for no good reason.
Right, Mafia. I played that too. Yeah, I still think if I had the opportunity to go on the real show, I probably would, just because I'd like freak out about everything, like just like, oh, I'm at tribal or I'm at the immunity challenge. But I probably wouldn't make it as that far. I don't know. I'd like to make it to merge, but we'll see. Let's see.
That's the hustle. All right, I guess I'm gonna put together another Survivor game,
yes.
but I'm gonna do it soon because I have to do it while I'm excited about it.
I'm
Yeah.
getting a lot of noise from Abby's mic.
Oh,
So
sorry.
Is
Oh,
that-
I might be spinning this. Hold on.
I didn't think it was Abby's. Oh, apparently it is.
Better, much
Oh.
better.
yeah.
I was spinning my earphone, and apparently that was one with a microphone on
Rude.
it. Just trying to bug you.
You need to get some habits that don't involve a lot of noise, like
I know.
cheesecake.
Well, now I'm done. Well, I picked the
Cheesecake.
one that doesn't have the earphone on it or the microphone anymore.
I guess I'll start
Twist
messing-
the wires like that is bad for the headphones.
Yeah.
Get like a rubber band. Where's my rubber band? Now I want to twist something.
So, Josh, you're gonna run one?
Yeah, I'm gonna message the people that filled out the form back in the day.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
from like after season 3, wasn't it?
I think
it's
that
the
I-
same
yeah.
one.
I think I made it before I actually hosted because that the 5th season I just decided I wanted to do that one day and I just put it together and I didn't and I just put out a thing on Facebook and just I brought everybody that wanted to play in, and there were enough people. I didn't actually go through the form.
Wasn't
But
there
if we did
something
it this way, there would be a lot of people playing that nobody's played with before.
like-
Yeah.
Didn't you want to run one with Matt at one point? I remember seeing a post about that.
We never actually made that happen.
Yeah. That might have been where the survey came from. Though.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Mhm.
If it's because I know I responded whenever you posted the survey,
Yeah.
so if it's the same one I'm thinking of, yeah, that was.
I mean, there was
fun.
only ever one that I did, so.
Yeah, I know. When Lily and I did ours, we did a survey thing to get a list of who was going to be in it.
Yeah, I didn't do one this time. I did one for the first one, but then everybody just responded saying they'd play, so I was just like, oh, I'll just.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go on one by one and.
The advantage of the survey is that it can get spread around a little more than a personal invite.
Yeah,
True
yeah.
enough. True enough.
I think in this case, I just didn't want. I mean, because I knew it was close to Christmas, I was just like, I'm just gonna cap it at like
Yeah.
like 13 or 14.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah.
Which
I guess with a survey, you could have it secret who's even playing so that the tribes don't know who's on the other tribe. Because we had a pretty good idea. Not like every single person, but
Right, the same here.
Yeah.
I knew you were playing. I knew Joe was playing.
I mean, we messaged each other before the game started, and just like,
You and me did.
yeah,
Yeah, a little bit, not too.
it was just like, if there is a game, if you really are gonna be in it, then maybe we could ally together. Maybe.
Stop.
Okay,
No
fine.
fighting.
I won't tell anyone that we messaged before the game started.
Joe, stop. Do not say it anymore. Stop. Yeah, come on. Hey, stop.
Oh, doggo.
Stop. No. Baby girl, you gotta stop. No. No. Good girl. Sit. Sit.
My
Sit.
dog's downstairs.
Sit.
My dog's probably sleeping.
Sit. Okay. I know. Calm down.
I'm happy you guys all journaled, posted though. It was fun reading them.
So how does the journal work? You like just post and then it doesn't actually go to the page? You just
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like the admin, so I can read them all, but I don't post them till after.
So they show up as pending posts. So like the admins can see them and wait to post them. But then the order gets all confusing because
Yeah, the order gets confused
That's
because of how
really-
Facebook does groups.
Yeah, I tried to read it and I was like, what in the world?
I
Your
didn't-
tribes
I didn't
was
read a lot.
especially out of order. Like when I read ours, it was mostly in order. Because I think only like Chris had gone through it at that point.
Yeah.
But then I went to the other one and a couple people had read through it, so like there were likes and comments messing everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stupid how you can't arrange posts by date. Like
I
it's
was
not.
gonna say,
I
shouldn't
can't
there be
believe
an
it's
option?
It's not. Can't be that hard.
Right?
Facebook used to still have like on the homepage and everything, at least it would let you arrange it by chronology.
Oh,
Man, I love Facebook groups, but I hate them at the same time. Like they're so poorly organized. I wish they would just go to like a message board system of some kind.
I mean, to be fair, from their point of view, I feel like they're thinking, well, if they want that, then they can go to Reddit. We're offering something.
Yeah,
we're
that's
offering our
true.
own different thing.
Our own
I don't.
different thing.
But to be fair, Facebook's also owned by Instagram. Is the same people that are just like, let's just completely copy Snapchat's story thing.
gosh.
Yeah.
And same with the Messenger update. It's like literally
yeah.
Snapchat.
I don't
You
like
don't-
that.
You don't have to diversity in products. We don't need that. Just copy the other person's. Copy the competition.
So annoying, and like even their menu and stuff, like it was so much more organized before, and then they like made it so the GIFs are like on the bottom, or GIFs are on the bottom, and then like the images in the middle, and then there's like these circles on the top. I'm like, this isn't organized at all.
Oh, the messenger.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In Messenger, I wish I could rearrange things. Like
I forgot they updated Messenger. I don't think I've updated it yet because
Like,
I
I
never
don't need the
update my
stickers
phone.
and games to be handy. I need GIFs. That's
I need GIFs.
Give me them gifs.
GIFs and voice and the other stuff. But
Oh yeah, and even just stuff is too close to each other, and it's just so annoying. I've been really mad at it for like a couple days now.
yeah.
Well, I know like all the little because I over the summer I designed a couple of like apps just like as prototypes or whatever, so I know what
Oh.
everything should be, and I'm like, oh, this is so annoying.
Yeah. Plus, like the Messenger
the-
app now, if you try to pull down at the top, that used to like refresh to see if there was anything new. But
yeah,
now it
Really?
switches to the Snapchat type view.
Why do we need stuff? Here?
I don't know.
I haven't even seen that. Where is it? What are you talking about?
It looks. Did you update, Gabe?
Yeah, I did. Oh, it's the camera thing. Okay,
Uh-huh.
gotcha. I haven't tried to take a picture with this yet.
There's this big circle at the center bottom.
Yeah,
So-
jeez.
And it's, oh, look, Snapchat. I mean, Messenger. I mean, Snap message chat
I
history.
mean, yeah,
Yay.
I mean, Insta Snap. They're all the same.
Chris tweeted something really funny about that. Chris Howard, like, Instagram's becoming Messenger, and Messenger's becoming Snapchat, and Snapchat's becoming Messenger, and what's wrong with everything?
I don't know.
Yeah, I keep saying they're all going to be the same thing after a while.
Yeah,
Like,
eventually, like, just the same.
give it long enough.
Yep.
Features, and they're all the same features.
Yeah.
See, that's what was nice about like Snapchat is it was this unique thing that it wasn't trying to be Facebook, it wasn't trying to be Instagram, and now everything else is trying to be Snapchat, and I don't know if that's going to work.
Mm-mm.
And honestly, the Insta Snap thing actually added some features that work in Snapchat, like being able to rewind and like pause stuff. Because it just goes and goes and goes, and like you miss things,
Hmm.
Yeah.
which is sort of the conceit, I think, because of the like, oh, it only goes up for 6 seconds or 2 seconds or 1 second or whatever. But I don't know, I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't mind Snapchat. I actually kind of like. I've been using it a bit more. It's good. It's okay.
I
It's
only
easy
check
for
it
videos for me.
sometimes, and the few people that actually use Snapchat that I'm friends with get mad at me because I never respond to them until like a week later,
Oh, man.
and then they don't remember what they sent because Snapchat doesn't tell you.
Right.
Oh, I hate that too. That's garbage.
See,
why would
see-
the I understand the pictures, but why would the text disappear?
The text should at least be there for like one reply. Okay. It doesn't need to stick around for a whole conversation, but they should know what they said to you last.
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be good. I've actually had to like I've accidentally like clicked on it and then like accidentally click away before I actually see it, or tap away or whatever, and then I go back and it's gone, and I'm like, okay, I don't remember what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use it a lot for stories because I like, just like whenever doing something like fun or something, I'll use that and then save it later, and then it goes away off of my profile, but I still have it. I kind of like that.
Right, the memories thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's the point of memories. I don't understand it.
I don't know why other people can't see memories. I think that would
Snapchat
be.
is trying to turn into Instagram. I think that's the point of memories.
Why? Like memories used to be that my memory on my phone. Like you just save stuff to your memory.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of these people that filled out this form aren't actually friends with me on Facebook, so I'll message them, but they'll probably never get it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, because it hides away in that little like.
Right. I always have
not.
to remember to look in there every once in a while.
I don't even know where it
I don't
is.
have any. I have one from last February. This February. I can speak.
2017.
Yeah, it basically. Just let it end. I don't want it to end because I still have a lot of work to do for 2016 FAQ.
Oh, your like end of the year big thing.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Of course, a
stuff.
lot of the work isn't even me. I've only had one of my guests send me their stuff
I
because
see.
I always make it a big collab.
Yeah, yeah. I think I watched your last year's one.
I hope you did because it's one of my favorite videos that I made.
I'm pretty sure I did.
You better have seen it.
It's one of it's like my third most viewed video, so I imagine if you've watched my videos, you have watched it.
I'm pretty sure. I remember looking at the link. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm pretty sure I watched it.
It's the one with like Josh and Kelly and other people in it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'm there wearing a bow tie. Josh does the Just Do It speech.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I forgot about that. I gotta go watch that.
Wait,
Which
when was
video?
this?
What video is this?
It's a video that I made last year. It's my cheap knockoff of YouTube Rewind.
Oh. Do I have to
Uh,
like watch YouTube Rewind to have context? Because I
No.
haven't. Okay.
If you
No.
live through
What
do you-
2015 and are vaguely aware of what memes are, you'll get some of it.
Vaguely, yeah. I mean, I actually got like most all of the memes from this 2016 video Blimey Cow just made.
Really? I thought you were
think
saying
I
rewind.
did.
I'm like,
I
that
got
was
all of
No,
them.
no.
none of that.
Most of them, anyway.
Rewind.
Yeah, no, I got all
YouTube
the
Rewind
Blimey
only
Cow ones.
referenced really dumb, unoffensive stuff, which
Oh.
half the internet didn't even pay attention to because they're like, "This
I
is
didn't know
dumb."
any of that stuff in that video.
I didn't know a lot of the people
Yeah,
in
I'd
that
heard-
video. And I thought I was in touch with that kind of stuff.
I understood a lot of it, and I recognized it all as stuff that I purposefully left out of the script for the video I'm working on.
Oh, no, I was talking about
Fantastic.
YouTube Rewind. I don't know a lot of the people in that video,
A
which was
lot of them
surprising.
are older YouTubers, so a lot of them are the same people that are in the
Yeah,
other
I
Rewinds.
would-
Bless you.
Hey,
Like iJustine's in it, Red Link are in it.
Yeah, yeah, I think I recognize them. And, like,
Well,
a
yeah,
couple other ones.
you gotta recognize them. Them.
Yeah.
They did feature a
I didn't even
big.
see I just.
She's dressed up as Sia. She's wearing the wig covering her face.
I guess
I recognized
missed
her
that.
just because I watch iJustine too much.
Okay. It was pretty quick, and there was a lot happening, and I don't know. And I was just amazed that wow, I get none of this, and then I probably was just distracted.
It's
Like I had heard about the bottle flip thing. I know.
Yeah, but did you care? Did you
Nope.
care?
Not at all. I'd never looked at it at all.
Exactly.
Lily
dab.
Singh was in it.
Yeah.
There's a dab. The dumb like apple pie pen thing was a
Pen
something
pineapple. That's like the one that's in there that I am referencing.
okay. That was something that my sisters had shown me. That was pretty funny.
I like it just because
And-
it's Japanese, and I'm a sucker for anything Japanese.
That's so stupid.
Weird Japanese culture is my favorite.
Gosh, and I think that was and then the Daniel thing. But they had to like actually tell me that it was him. They had to actually
he's
say it.
wearing the white Vans, and he's in a white
Yeah,
van
I saw the white bands.
because
Yeah, I would have guessed that, but I wouldn't have known. I didn't know what he looked like.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Daniel,
I just saw the white vans. I was like, yeah, okay, I get that one.
back at it again with the white Vans.
And then it's like I don't know what this cereal thing is pouring everywhere, and I don't know who that guy is, and I don't know why they're playing a video game in real life. And
I think that's referencing the new Street Fighter, but I don't understand why. Like they should have referenced Overwatch. Like that was Game of the Year. No one
Yeah.
cared about the new Street Fighter.
Yeah.
that was way bigger than Street Fighter 57 or whatever they're on now.
It's 5, but close.
Might as well be.
Look, there were like 56
It's fine,
other ones in
but-
between.
I believe it's 5, but Capcom also does, Marvel versus Capcom and a bunch of other games that are basically, Street
That's what
Fighter,
I'm saying.
just with other characters also.
And then there was like the Ultimate this one and the Razor Edge that one, and I don't know what else.
I think you're thinking of Soul Calibur now.
No,
That
not
could be
Razor
right.
Edge, but there was like the logo was like a big like spinning blade. I don't know what it was.
I don't play whatever.
I had it. I had it on the PSP at one point, so I don't know, but I don't remember what it's called.
I don't think I've ever played a single one of Capcom's fighting games.
They're all the same as all the other ones.
I imagine so. What is Josh doing?
I was putting. I was.
He's planning Survivor.
Josh, what are you doing at New Year?
Oh, okay. That's for me to know and you to find out.
Wow. I told
check
you when
the old
mine was
schedule.
going to be.
Well, I don't know what mine's gonna be yet. Have to wait and see.
No rush. I was just curious.
No
What
rush.
room are you in, Josh? I'm trying to see if I recognize it.
Huh?
What room
He's
are
in
you
the
in?
room
I'm in
with.
the office.
He's in his office.
Oh,
Come on, I know the layout of his house. I've never been there.
that's creepy.
Like, everyone's like, oh yeah, you would.
I was just
Wait.
really overanalyzing Brother by the time. Okay, I just.
Oh, okay. Oh, that
I'm
reminds me. When we were at their parents' house, we actually like pulled up some Brother Time video and was like, "Oh, here's the table and here's the piano and stuff." It's like, "Oh, there's the doorway where they were standing."
Oh my gosh.
I was standing there talking to people 5 minutes ago. That kind of creepy stuff.
That's so weird. That was so funny when you guys were doing that.
Yeah.
To me, those are like our old home videos, and you guys, are, oh my gosh, and this is where they shot this thing, and it's like, yeah, there's where my brother and I made a crappy home video like
Yep.
10 years ago.
And
Pretty
here are
much.
the trees.
Oh my
The
gosh,
trees
the
that if you
trees.
walk between, you'll die.
It was pretty much the best feeling ever. I won't sugarcoat it.
I've moved so many times that if my videos ever get big, no one can even do that.
Find Joe's property.
Or they're gonna be like so obsessive that they map out every.
They figure out every place I've moved.
See,
Right.
BuzzFeed articles, all the places Joe has lived.
They're gonna have like a
Of every
wiki.
house.
They're gonna have a wiki with cross-reference lists of here's the houses and here's the episodes that were filmed there, and here's the floor plans.
So funny. So funny.
I just had an amazing idea. What you guys remember when I said, "Hey, we should do like, hey, we should put together all the things on the inner tube that they've recommended," and then like 5 people responded, and they were like, "Oh, I'll do 2." I'm like, "Oh, thanks. I'll do 100. That's fine. I got time for that."
Yeah.
And then, we could just put it on the wiki, like, and then we could just keep bugging people about it later.
Yeah. Well, did anything ever come of that? Did you ever collate some of that
No,
stuff?
I'm telling you that there were maybe 13 like episodes that other people did, and like I did a couple, and then there's 100 more.
Okay. Yeah, a wiki would be a good place for that. It's easier to go see what needs to be done and take one.
I should listen to the NOT
Yeah.
one, but I never do. I listened
You
to
should.
the
It's pretty fun.
the one Kevin put up on his YouTube recently. I always
Oh.
listen to it when Kevin does that because
Oh.
I pay attention to YouTube.
I think a lot of people do that. Since Kevin does that every once in a while, we get more downloads.
Yeah.
Gabe, I have the Princess Di Beanie Baby on my shelf up here. With all of my most prized possessions.
Yay!
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Josh,
Yes, sir.
I have I have a couple of things about the Star Wars little show that you watched recently, and I just want to like, yeah, can I?
Spoilers.
Well,
I just-
if people haven't seen it.
I
then
have not
you-
seen Star
Okay,
Wars.
all right. Some of them are
Star Wars.
look. Shut
Telling
up.
spoilers
Shut up.
here,
Shut up. Shut up. I'm not gonna spoil
Okay.
it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Kills Darth Vader.
Look, spoilers. Episode 4 happens, so I mean it's
And
not
then-
a big deal.
Oh, right.
And then Leia throws the ring into Mount Doom, and then 11
Yeah.
11 kills Darth Sidious.